in the national capital in the wake of the death of three UPSC aspirants who died due to flooding inside the center of Rau IAS in Old Rajendra Nagar. The institute has now announced it will provide compensation of 50 lakhs to the families of the deceased students. That is a big move coming in from the coaching center. Now what we are learning is that Rau IAS will give compensation of 50 lakhs to the families of the deceased students. That is the piece of breaking news that's coming in. Remember, the entire nation has been shocked over how these three UPSC aspirants died after flooding took place inside the basement of a coaching center in Old Rajendra Nagar. And now, after this entire ordeal, Rau IAS, which is the coaching center, has announced that it will provide compensation of 50 lakhs to the families of these three deceased students. That is the piece of news that's coming in as the war of words only escalates over the urban crisis inside the national capital. Now what we're learning is that Rau IAS, where this entire tragedy took place in Old Rajendra Nagar, where these three students, those three students on your screen who died after drowning inside the basement of that coaching center. Now Rau IAS will provide compensation of 50 lakhs to the families of the deceased. That is the piece of news that's coming in as the war of words only escalates between the Aam Aadmi Party and the BJP over the civic mess in the national capital. I'm joined by my colleague Anshul Singh on the broadcast, who's been tracking all the developments coming in the wake of this tragedy. Anshul, over to you.
So yes, this now announced by but this is the same coaching institute under whose library they have announced a company of
Right, we'll try to reconnect with Anshul over there, but that is the news that's coming in, where Rau IAS will now provide compensation of 50 lakhs to the families of these three students who died after they drowned inside the basement of the coaching center. This comes even as the war of words is only escalating between the BJP and the Aam Aadmi Party over the civic mess in the national capital. Even 3 days after this tragedy, we saw that how just 2 hours of rain in the national capital led to the waterlogging of so many areas across the national capital, including Old Rajendra Nagar. Anshul is back with us on the broadcast. So, Anshul, some reprieve for the family members, compensation coming in from the coaching institute. But at the same time, the students who are protesting on the streets, they are demanding that when it comes to the MCD's actions, heads should roll in the top authorities in the national capital.
Well, definitely the students at this point in time continue to demand that action should be taken against the officials of the MCD who had actually shown laxity, and also there should be a concrete plan as to how this entire area where so many coaching centers are running, how the government and the authorities can actually go ahead and provide them the basic necessities. It remains to be seen if at all the government will also now step in and try to do more for the students, because even after the Minister of Education of the national capital, Atishi, came and met with the students have in fact carried on with their protest. So it remains to be seen if at all the government will try to bend over backwards to make sure that the students are satisfied and the protest ends at the earliest.
Right. Thank you, Anshul, for getting us that piece of breaking news.